Okay, now let's continue. Number two is Jurassic World 2. God, I freaking hated this movie. I hated the first movie. I hated Jurassic World with a burning passion. It was my least favorite movie of 2015. It was too freaking long, no likable characters. So why the hell should I be looking forward to a sequel? Why? Oh, they're going to bring back Jeff Goldblum. They're going to bring back this character, this one. I don't care. I haven't given a shit about Jurassic Park since the third movie in 2001. It ended as a trilogy. It was fine. I didn't need a fourth movie or a reboot. This movie is the Jurassic World is the reason why we're getting rehashed stuff every single year because of that and because of The Force Awakens. Thanks a lot, Hollywood, for rehashing stuff that I loved as a kid, and you're just doing it worse. Screw Jurassic World 2, can kiss my ass. It's the one sequel that I do not want to watch next year above all the others. Because all of these others are just unnecessary and they're a fart in the wind. But this is going to be one of the worst sequels of next year. I guarantee it. Even if it tries to do its own thing, it's still going to suck. Bad CG, bad casting, bad freaking dialogue, bad pacing, and trying to recapture the original. No, fuck you. You're never going to capture the heart and the essence of Jurassic Park. Enough said. Now, we get to the movie that I am dreading the most, and it's coming out early next year, so I don't have to wait till the end of the year. And that is the young Han Solo movie, whatever, a Star Wars story. I don't give a shit. Okay? I already gave the chance to The Force Awakens and to Rogue One, and they both let me down. Rogue One was just a freaking fan service movie that was boring as all hell, had no action, and the action sequences that did happen didn't matter. The only two scenes that were cool were with Darth freaking Vader. Fuck you, Garrett Edwards, for that. Force Awakens, love the spectacle, love the look of the film. There's some really good makeup, there's some good special effects, and I didn't hate everything in it, but good God, Daisy really destroyed that movie for me. Killing off Han sucked. The villain, you made him into a pussy that destroys things. Darth Tantrum himself, Kylo Ren, and you just try to rehash and remake the first movie, A New Hope. Screw you. Screw this version of Star Wars with its Disney canon. Young Han Solo, I am not going to crap on the guy playing him. I'm not going to do it. You know why? He's an actor. He got a paycheck. He's doing his job. He's going to try the hardest he could, even though Harrison Ford didn't give a shit after Empire. He's not the problem. The problem is it's not necessary. Second, you got another British chick, just like in Rogue One and Episode 7, and she sucks. Emilia Clarke is not for me. Terminator Genesis, I never watched it because she is not Sarah Connor. I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I don't care about her boobies. I don't care about her accent. Her face looks like a 16-year-old girl, and I don't want to have sex with a girl that's that young. Sorry, I don't. I want to be with a real woman, not a woman that looks like a little girl. Sorry. Excuse the hell out of me. I have some standards. I have class. So, yeah, that movie is going to suck. I don't care about it. It's going to be just another unnecessary Star Wars story that we didn't need. The cast doesn't interest me. The story doesn't interest me. Screw young Han Solo right in the face. Now we'll get to my top 10 best. I'm going to just lump it here in one video. Screw it. And if it goes into a third part, I'll just keep going. Anyway, now is my movies that I am looking forward to, not the pieces of trash that are coming out that I mentioned already. Next, number 10, Black Panther. I love this character in the freaking Civil War movie. They developed him right. He looked right. And unlike X-Men Apocalypse, they did stuff with him. The fight scene with Bucky, the chase scene, and his fight in the airport scene, badass. Chadwick Boseman's going to carry that movie to glory. I know it. I believe in this cast. I believe in this movie. It's going to be awesome. And I guarantee you it's going to be better than Young Han Solo all the way. Number 9, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I really enjoyed Ant-Man. It was very funny. Paul Rudd was a great choice. Evangeline Lilly is going to be great as the Wasp. She's a sexy Canadian actress. No stupid accent here. And she's always been a good actress. I never saw Lost, but I liked her in the 2 Hobbit films. She's already shown that she can carry a movie as a strong woman that's not freaking an SJW. And I guarantee you she's going to be one of the highlights of that film. When she flies and looks sexy, it's going to be great. And I look forward to it because it's a sequel that's well deserved. Because Ant-Man was a surprise in 2015. Next, number 8, The Incredibles 2. The first one is one of the best Pixar movies ever made. Great animation, great cast, great freaking voice acting, really good story, a kick ass villain, and it flowed well, and it's the best Fantastic Four movie we're ever going to get, in a way. This sequel is long awaited. I hope it's good like Finding Dory was. I hope it's fun and energetic and kick ass just like the first one. Am I expecting it to top the first one? No. There's lots of sequels can't do that, especially 10 years later or more. But I'm looking forward to it because Pixar hasn't let me down yet. So, besides the first Cars, but that was years ago. Next, number 7 is Wreck It Ralph 2. I know it's called Ralph Breaks the Internet or whatever. I'm looking forward to it. I love the first Wreck It Ralph. The animation was fluid. The video game references were kick ass. It was my kind of movie. It was video games and animation and a really good story. Funny, a lot of color, a lot of emotion, and the voice actors cared about the project. And this sequel should be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's more about the internet and app games and all that. I'm looking forward to it anyway because, the first one was such a surprise and one of the best animated movies I saw that year in 2012. And this sequel shouldn't be any worse. So I know that. Number 6 is Fantastic Beasts 2. I surprisingly liked the first Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Screw that it's a diet version of Harry Potter. I liked it more than some of the Harry Potter sequels. It wasn't that long. It was faster paced. I love the creature effects and the special effects. Eddie Redmayne, a really good lead. I did like Dan Fogler in the first film. Johnny Depp's cameo at the end was pretty cool. Whoever's playing Dumbledore, it's going to be Jude Law. Should be interesting. He's a young Dumbledore, and I want to see where the story goes from here. I like the first movie, so the sequel should be just as fun as the first movie. And I like the overall plot. I mean, maybe this will even be better for me than Harry Potter. I like the Harry Potter films are good. They're just way too long. Too much plot, too much talking. The movies are too long, but I do enjoy them. I do enjoy most of it. So this one should be a welcome surprise. Number 5, Red Sparrow. I'm watching this because I love Jennifer Lawrence. She was wasted in those X-Men movies. Now she can get on to business as usual. She's a kick-ass actress. She deserved her Oscar win in 2013. I think she's gorgeous. She's young, but she's beautiful. She doesn't look like a 12-year-old. And she's going to be a Russian spy. Badass. It's like a prequel to freaking the Black Widow movie that we've been waiting for. I think she's going to pull it off. Screw Daisy Ridley. She's not going to be an SJW character or fan fiction character with superpowers. No, this is a normal woman that's going to be a badass. And I'm like, Jennifer Lawrence, you could speak in a Russian accent for an hour or 2 hours, and I'll see you because you're great. You do not deserve to be in movies like X Men Apocalypse, where she's just talking like this, monotone, because Brian Singer can't direct her very well. I don't need that Jennifer Lawrence. I need the if we burn, you burn with us. I need that Jennifer Lawrence from Mockingjay. That's what I want. And I'm going to get it with Red Sparrow. Even if she's the only good thing in the movie, it'll be better than half of the freaking movies coming out next year. Okay, number 4, Meg. I'm actually looking forward to this because it's an interesting premise where Jason Statham is going to be battling a giant shark, which is going to be cool. I mean, that sounds like a Sharknado film, but with a bigger budget, and who knows? It could be a lot of fun. And I like the Sharknado films. This one is going to be a big budget version of it, so I'm anticipating to be. I'm being optimistic. I got a loss for words. I haven't slept. Sorry, but yeah, I really really want to see another shark movie. The Gallows or the Shallows last year, didn't really interest me, but this one does. So I don't know much about it, but it should be an interesting watch. Number 3, Mission Impossible 6. I loved Rogue Nation. That's what Rogue One should have been. Ghost Protocol was good. That was one of the best Brad Bird movies I've seen. And 6, I'm interested in. Yes, I know Henry Cavill's in the freaking movie. I don't care. He can kiss my ass. He's not a good Superman to me. I'm seeing this for Tom Cruise and for freaking Rebecca Ferguson. You know why I like her? Because she's tough and she's sexy. That's something that Daisy Ridley, Emily Blunt, and freaking Sophia Turner are just not to me. I'm sorry. And she was born in Sweden, not the UK. Yes, her mother's from the UK, but she was born in Sweden. And she's got the most gorgeous eyes I've ever seen. And she was great in Rogue Nation. I give her credit. At least she didn't have superpowers. Anyway, the Mission Impossible films, really enjoyed the first one. The second one can suck it. The third one is the only good J.J. Abrams movie he ever made that wasn't a franchise past this, past freaking Star Trek and Star Wars. The fourth one was awesome, and the fifth one was great. So this one, I shouldn't be disappointed. I prefer these films over the Fast and the Furious films because at least they keep going and they don't have to stop. They don't have to feel like something's missing because an actor's missing, aka the death of Paul Walker. That should have ended the Furious franchise. But anyway, it's not about that. There is no Furious film coming out next year. So, number two, I love the first one. It was my favorite film from last year. Second one is going to be Kick Ass Deadpool 2. Yes, Ryan Reynolds was born to play this role. I loved him in the first one. He made me laugh my ass off. The character was done right. Fuck you, X-Men Apocalypse and X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is how you do a character right, and it's one character, not 15 or 25. I loved the first one. It was bloody fun. Marina Baccarin is a gorgeous woman. The freaking not agnostic, the freaking Warpath character, awesome. It was cool to finally see freaking not Psylocke. What was his name? Colossus do something. Yeah, he's not in the film that much, but he did more. And this sequel's not gonna have Francis, so yay for that and more fourth wall breaking. Can't wait for that, man. Deadpool kicked ass. The second one's going to come out in the summer. It's not going to be in the cold. Thank God, because I don't want to be out in the cold. Because, I love the first one. And this sequel can only get better. More action, less of the Francis bullshit and flashbacks. Just go right into it. Cable, Deadpool against Mr. Sinister. That's what I want, or whoever's playing the villain. And more Marina Baccarin, please, because that is a gorgeous woman. That's what I think about when I think of a fantasy, my dream girl, my dream woman. All woman. There's not a single foreign in her mouth or on her face. Sorry, I'm a Gotham fan. I think Marina Baccarin is gorgeous. So Deadpool 2 all the way. Definitely a sequel I'm anticipating highly. And number one, you guys know what it's. Guys know exactly what it is. I don't have to spell it out for you. I love the first two films. Right behind me is Age of Ultron. Right over here is the first one, and that is my favorite movie I've ever seen in the theater. And the third one should be freaking epic. Avengers 3: Infinity War. Hell yes! I love the Avengers. That movie brought back the fun that cinemas have been missing for a long time. Fuck these new Star Wars movies. Those are more Star Wars to me than these new Star Wars movies. And so is Guardians of the Galaxy, which, by the way, they're going to be in Infinity War. This movie's going to have like 50 characters. It's going to be so freaking epic. Thanos is going to kick the crap out of freaking Apocalypse, baby. Because Josh Brolin, like I said, 2018 is going to be the year of Brolin. He's going to be a kick-ass Cable and a kick-ass Thanos. He's going to be wrecking shit in space. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to love the special effects. Every character in this movie is going to be used. I don't care if there's 50 characters. When I'm invested, I will see any character I want. When I'm not, I'm bored to tears. I'm like, oh, action and X-Men Apocalypse, and I don't care because I'm not invested with the characters. Marvel, nobody does it better, and they're going to prove it again next year. Yeah. Sorry, DC, I don't have any movies on the list because I didn't find any, and I don't. It doesn't say anything on the list. But let's face it, even if I enjoy Wonder Woman and Justice League, they are not going to touch Infinity War next year. I guarantee you that. Because Infinity War, I've been waiting for this since the first Avengers, and it's going to culminate. All the gems and the freaking Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos is going to wreck shit. And that alone, it could be a 3.5 hour movie, and I'm going to smile the whole time. Yeah, there'll probably be some characters that die off, that get killed off. But hey, it comes with the territory, man. Thanos loves death. He was going to court death, and we might see a couple of Avengers go to the wayside. But we know Ant-Man's not dying because he's going to be in his own movie. The Guardians are going to have a third movie, and hopefully, they keep Tony Stark alive and everything else. But who knows? I'm still anticipating it. I don't need any more Star Wars movies. I have Avengers 1 and 2, and I have Guardians 1 and 2. and they are not going to bore me to death, and they're not going to just throw fan service right in my face, right in my face, right in my face. No, fuck you, Lucasfilm and Disney. You don't know how to do films right. Marvel does. They've been doing it since the year 2000 with X-Men. They don't need you. They only need you for the freaking distribution. That's it. When their directors do a good job, you have kick-ass movies like Guardians 2 and Guardians 1 and freaking Civil War and freaking Avengers 1 and 2. That's how you do an ensemble right. 20th Century Fox and freaking Sony. That's how you do it. You don't throw 25 characters in my face. You got to develop them. You got to give them purpose, not a extended cameo. Suicide Squad, huh? Yeah. Infinity War all the way. It's going to be my favorite movie of next year by far, like at least in my top 5. I'm anticipating it. I'm feeling the freaking rush. I'm so pumped. A year from now, it's going to blow my freaking mind. And there is not a freaking Star Wars movie in this galaxy besides the original that can even touch this movie. So I'll leave you guys with that. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Keep liking, subscribing, commenting. I know it seems like I'm over the top. Hey, I want to let my feelings know here on the internet. That's what I'm here for, to entertain you guys and show you how expressive that I am in my videos. And I'm doing this all without a script. So take it easy, guys. See you in the next one.